Hello my friends, coming here from doing an amazing run. Today I wanted to do a long run and my original goal was to do 5 miles. I just stopped, so I got salt crystals all over my face. I take it it's a good sign that I will need some electrolytes when I get home, for which I will use Element, LMNT. Those are the only ones really I like. And I probably tried maybe 3 other types of brands, so maybe there are better ones out there. But anyways, so my goal is 5 miles. I did it without the kids. I saw myself, I marked myself the distance that I usually do with them when I take them. And the usual distance is like 4.17, and that's like typically 57 minutes with them. And this time, mind you, I didn't stop, so I didn't make many stops. And I did kind of pace myself because I wanted to do a long run. So it was like 51 minutes, so I kind of shaved off like 7 minutes being by myself. So the cool thing was, I actually did more than that. I just wanted to see how far I could go without the kids, and I was in the zone, pacing myself like my friend Greg told me to do. He gave me an awesome tip. And then I used another tip from this young man. I will leave his link to his YouTube videos in the description below. He gave an awesome tip to help you pace yourself on long runs, to listen to podcasts so you could, be in control of your pace and you don't go too fast if you have like music that will pump you up. And towards the end of your run, very end of the run, to help you finish it off, to start playing that music. And I did that today, and it was mind-blowing. Like, I don't know, I think what also helped was that yesterday I didn't do my high intensity exercises, which I tend to do on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. So with all this running, I kind of was apathetic about working out yesterday, so I felt like I needed a break, and I did some artsy activities with the kids and focused on my creative side rather than like the physical endurance side. And I think that also probably helped. And so I did a little over 8 miles. No! So I feel totally secure about my half marathon in October. And mind you, I want to talk about something that's not sexy to talk about, but hopefully it will give you some hope. I did mention, I think in my first video, that I have a Morton's neuroma in my right foot, and that's between my 2 toes, kind of like where they join the foot kind of thing. Sorry, I'm like walking in the woods to kind of calm and relax and slow myself down. So around mile 5, right before mile 5, it started to bother me. And for the people that have a Morton's neuroma, you know what that's like. And I developed it after I had my first child. I tend to be very loose, as in like flexible. I can do splits and I can do crazy things with my fingers. So being pregnant and all that didn't really help. And like my podiatrist said, like my bones were swimming inside my foot or my feet. So in particular this foot. What Morton's neuroma is typically like, think like a pearl and like in an oyster. If some kind of irritant gets in there, then the pearl over time trying to protect itself from the irritant, the oyster creates this pearl. So because my bones were constantly swimming, they were irritating a nerve, and the body tried to create this like benign tumor, like a pearl around that nerve. And so I thought, because I had it, that I will never be able to run long distance. So I kind of like, I always wanted to do that, but I mean, for the ones that for the ones that know this or have this problem, sometimes like after 45 minutes you'd have a problem. It's hard to walk or forget like running long distance. But I was feeling better recently, and I can't wear high heel shoes, so I don't do that. So there you go, this whole running thing. I thought I'll give it a try again. I was highly motivated. So mile 5, I started to feel the problem in my right foot, And I was like, oh, okay, at least I'll make 5 miles. And then I started to notice that I was adjusting myself for this pain. And so what helped me was to, like, say if I'm going up on hills, not to lean forward too much, not to put much pressure on the area of my foot. So kind of like make sure most of my weight was in my heels. And sometimes I noticed my body would like focus on putting that pressure on my heel in that foot and a bit in the inner part of the foot, so it's not too out, not too outward and frontward. I don't know all these running terms yet. Whatever the pronate, overpronate, or whatever it is, I have to learn that. So with this adjustment, I was like, whoa, you know, I could keep going. So I also had to make sure my Mortons kept me in check. Like when you get tired, you kind of lean forward. And that I noticed when I was tired, I was leaning forward to kind of get myself faster. And I was just subconsciously think going forward makes you faster. It would hurt my foot. So then I kind of like bring myself backward a bit, like straighten up my posture and then have less pressure on that part of my foot. And so I kept doing that, and which gave me hope, because I thought, wow, you know, I could have control of this problem and I could keep going and I could keep running. And I probably could have done it a bit longer, but I didn't want to. I mean, coming from like last run I did was 4 miles 17, and now I did a little over 8 miles. I was like, you know, I might feel great, but let my body just chill out a bit. I also gave myself freedom to have a longer run because I won't be able to exercise on Monday, and my thing is to kind of like run every other day, 3 times a week really. That's my commitment. I'll be going on vacation next week, so I'll still be committed to that. I don't want to lose any gains I've made. Yeah, so I just want to give hope to people who think like, oh, I could never be like a long distance runner. You never know until you try. And you can make adjustments that will help you. Oh, another cool thing what I did, I painted this shirt for today's run. I know it's hard to see. Fun, run. And it says here, run while you still can. I know it's kind of messed up. And the symbolic stuff for me, basically. But something fun. Yeah, to jazz it up a little bit. Run while you still can. Fun run. And that's my attitude. I want to run and make it fun. Thank you guys for your support and for listening. And I really hope that at least one person will be like encouraged and inspired to keep running, no matter where you are, no matter what you thought like you couldn't possibly do it. Whatever your situation is, you just don't know, but maybe you still can. All right, love you guys. Bye-bye.